Need some fast, cheap, reliable MUT coins? Go to MMOXP.com and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 5% off your order. Link in the description below. Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is MADDENMONEYSHOT, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. Got a new type of video for you today. Today I'm going to be going over a scheme that I've been using quite a bit in some of my gameplay videos. If you watch my gameplay channels, you watch any of my videos, you've seen these plays. I may have touched on them a little bit in those videos, but today I'm basically going to be breaking down a full scheme that I've been using, that I was labbing a little bit last week, that I've really come to enjoy. Really overpowered scheme, whether it's a passing scheme or a running scheme, it's going to be overpowered because of the personnel that I'm using. Other than that, this is a new type of video that I'm going to be doing today. It's not a full gameplay like it sometimes is. I'm just going to focus on the plays that I'm talking about. So we're skipping defense. We're just going to show you some highlights, and I'm going to try to break it down kind of like I do in practice mode, but a little bit different. We're going to do this all in live gameplay from games that I've played online using this offense. If you like this, let me know in the comment section. Hit the like button. If you want me to do the old-fashioned practice mode style, let me know in the comment section as well, because I tailor this to you guys. So starting off, we're in the Raiders playbook. The formation is the single back wing pair. You can see it on the screen right in front of you. I put out some plays from this formation a long time ago when my channel started out of the Kansas City Chiefs playbook. They've definitely made some changes to it, but it's still one of the better formations in the game. So basically the most important thing I would say is definitely making sure that you have your tight ends in the right spot, because certain routes are going to be the money routes. The first play I'm going to show you is a pass play, and depending on what you're looking at, you're going to want your tight end to be either on the furthest tight end all the way outside, or the slot tight end, essentially, is the best way that I could put it. Now, to start off this video, the Raiders vertical is a play that's probably in a lot of different playbooks. It's just going to have a different name, but this is the first play I'm going to show. This can be a home run play against a couple different defenses. The setup is pretty simple. All I'm really going to do is motion this guy out here. Then I'm going to put the RB route tight end on a streak. That's pretty much all you have to do. Now, to set these reads up, it's really simple. If it's a cover 3, the RB route's going to be the read. If it's a cover 2, he can also be the read if you have a fast enough tight end. If it's a cover 2, the B route's going to be the read, and if it's a man coverage, the B route's going to be the read. As long as it's not a cover 2 man. If it's a cover 1 man or a cover 0 man, the B route's going to be a pretty good play. So, like I said right here, this guy's running a cover 3. You can see that. As long as he doesn't use that gap, I'm going to have that cover 3. So, you know, like I said, I like using this particular game mode because you can see the proof is in the pudding. You can't say it doesn't work for me. You can't say it doesn't work online, because you're going to see it work online right now. So, knowing that, you have a couple different options. The last play, I definitely blocked the running back. Like right here, I don't make a good read. I didn't know it was a cover 3 pre-snap, so I take the check down. The running back is the check down on a play like this. The cover 3 was there, though. I just didn't know it pre-snap, so I just made a bad read. It is what it is. So that's one of the most important things. Like I said, though, if you're making a pre-snap read, if you know you have a cover 3, you're going to want to put your fastest, best tight end in the cover 3 slot. Like my opponent right here, he's running a lot of cover 3, so I got to make that adjustment. Unless you have 2 good tight ends or 2 fast tight ends, then it really doesn't matter. If you know he's running a lot of cover 2s, you're going to want to change where he's at. You know what I mean? That's probably the hardest part, is you have to know where the play is going. And then, like I said, the running back, he's a check down that's pretty much always going to be there no matter what the defense. He's going to get open against man or zone. So right here, another different opponent. I see he's running a lot of cover 1, so I'm going to take my best guy, Taysom Hill, out of that tight end spot. I'm going to move him over to the edge spot, because that's my cover 1 beater. It's really simple. Once you know what your opponent's running, you're going to want to put your best tight end in the right spot. So right here, putting him in the wheel route, I know my opponent has an affinity for running. He's definitely going to be in another man coverage based off of the alignment. I mean, this formation can got to give it away a little bit. It looks like a man coverage once again. So once again, I motion him out, give myself a little extra blocking because I know what the look is. Give myself a comeback route, just a little extra. And you can see right here, I mean, he doesn't have anything to use her. And then on the outside, I mean, you can just see how this route, I mean, that's, he's beating a guy he really doesn't have any business beating. And then we get a really big play. We get about a 50-yard play before he gets caught up, because he doesn't quite have the speed. So you'll see throughout the course of this video, I mean, you could definitely score from 50 yards out with plays like this. I use my fullback in one of the tight end spots quite a bit. It'll help in the run plays that I show down the line a little bit as well. Obviously, if you got a fullback, their blocking is going to be a lot higher. But my fullback's also Christian Okoye, so he's got some ball skills. He's got some speed. He's got some hands. He can make plays no matter what I do. So it's a pretty good, it's a good situation. So here we go. Once again, we come out. We were going to run the ball. Once I see it looks like he's going to cover 2, I'm going to make the cover 2 adjustment once more time. Like I said, Christian Okoye is out there. All I'm going to do is, I know it's a cover 2, so I'm just going to wait right there. Hit him right over the middle with that cover 2. Like I said, the inside streak can work against cover 2 as long as it's not usered, and then the outside one can work as well. So here we have another opponent in an obvious cover 2. You can tell by the depth of the corners, depth of the safety. So I know right off the bat I'm making my cover 2 read. On this particular play, I'm really just watching, waiting for that B route to clear. As you can see, these cornerbacks, they don't flip their hips, they don't run with the even though it was just a fullback, he's probably like an 84 speed. You can see eventually he's going to get over that Tampa 2 zone because they don't flip their hips, they don't run all the way back. It just is what it is. So outside, you can see right there, beats cover 2. You can see how, like I said, it beats every defense that I'm basically saying. Here we go. We have, I don't know if this is a cover 3 or cover 2 invert. This is late in the game. My opponent might have been just trying to take something away here, but you can see right over the middle, we get another big play. And once again, I mean, these are not the fastest tight ends in the world, but we're still having a lot of success because we do have a size advantage, which can really help. So here we go, one more time. Another thing I like to do quite a bit when your opponents really start to focus in on those tight ends is I like to put my my outside slot receiver on a slant because they will not be paying attention to that route. You can see right here, I could have took that way earlier than I did, but they're going to completely forget about that receiver. So don't forget he's out there on offense. You can always put them on a slant and make them a very dangerous target that, like I said, your opponent's going to forget about. They're going to worry more about, in this formation, they're going to worry more about the run plays, and they're going to worry more about these tight ends than anything else. So moving on to the next pass play before we get to the running plays. The PA Experts Cross is a play that I've been using for a long time. It's a concept I've been using for a very long time, probably going back to one of the first years that I started making videos. Now, it's really simple. All you really have to do is put the RB or even the B route on a drag, basically just to pull coverage down and either get the A route open or the RB route's a really easy check down. I mean, I could have threw to either one there. They were both open. They both cleared the zones. That's pretty much how easy this play is. But you're really just reading high-low. I had the last play, I had the B route on a streak. A lot of times that just pulls coverage back. You don't really need that. Sometimes you can throw to the running back or you can pass block the running back. Like this on this particular play, the way he brings that guy down in the box, I want the extra blocker. So I'm going to block my running back, and I'm really just waiting for this guy to clear. So right there, pass, lead it up. We got a really easy touchdown. So really simple play, nothing really to that. You're just reading high-low and it beats man or zone pretty much every time. So very simple. Moving on to some of the run plays. Like I said, this formation, because of the 3 tight end set, running the ball is probably the bread and butter of the formation. I already mentioned some of these run plays in the previous video, but I didn't break it down like I'm going to today. So the halfback inside zone out of this formation is probably the best run play for sure. I'm going to show you another run play that works really well with this, but this one's definitely the best because of the way that it ultimately it controls the defense. It shifts the defense. Because it has a 3 tight end set, it automatically shifts the balance of the defense, the defensive line, the linebackers. When you come out, they're already basically pushed away from where the ball's running. I mean, it's super glitchy. Certain formations won't have that effect. Like here, the dollar formation didn't have that effect, which is what my opponent's running. I don't know what it is about that particular formation, but you can see right there, there's no real shift. I don't know if it's because there's a lack of people in the box, but if you have, a scenario, this is a play, by the way, that would stop this play. If you run the dollar, the 146, and there's a blitzer on the outside, that's, like I said, that's going to get in the way. There's ways to fix that, though. To fix it, all you really have to do is motion over your tight end once again, who will have my fullback at that spot for a reason, and he becomes a lead blocker, and it just really turns this play up a whole nother level. As you can see, we get a really big touchdown run. I mean, a lot of people, like I said, if they come out in something big, it's going to be a problem. If they come out in something small like this, where it doesn't affect the alignment, if they have somebody on that side, like they do right here, there's a couple different things you do. Like on this particular play, I see I have 3 tight ends on the right side with a huge hole, so I'm just going to flip the play and just run it right behind them. You can see right here, I mean, I left a lot of meat on the bone. If I'd have went outside right there, probably would have had another really big touchdown run. So here we have another opponent. You can see how the alignment's off-centered once again. I just really have, nothing but space on the left side. I make a miss as I don't know, that was just a horrible tackle attempt, but you can see how easy it is just to take this to the one side. And then I always have the option to motion my tight end, who I usually have as a fullback when I run that play, to give myself what essentially is just like a weak dive or a weak, weak zone, a weak pitch, and it's just a really great play. So here, another opponent, once again, we're going to do that adjustment where we bring the fullback over. I motion snap him there, and then once again, I probably left a lot of meat on the bones. I could have took it outside for another really big play, but I'm just having a lot of success one way or the other, so it really doesn't matter. Now, the next play, the play that's probably one of the better counter plays, is the stretch wide receiver screen. This used to be just a stretch, and you could flip it to either side, which I preferred, but they took that away. It's not even in the game anymore, as far as I know. That was a really overpowered play. So this is something you can definitely do. You're going to lose your backside. They're going to pull, but it doesn't really matter because your 3 tight ends are usually going to do a pretty good job of pretty much creating like a trap block. I probably could have scored there, but I really didn't take it up inside. I kind of lazed around outside. But you're going to see this is also a very good play. And since it goes the opposite way, you can see my opponent here. He's shifting back, trying to take away the dive play that I've been having so much success with in this game, to the point where it's going to bite him in the ass because I'm basically just going to use that against him. And this is the perfect opportunity. Once your opponent starts shifting and trying to create ways to stop the dive play, that's going to be the best time to hit him with the stretch play, because it's going to go the exact opposite way of what they're trying to cover. Now here my opponent, he doesn't shift at all. This is the exact look that the defense is going to give based off of the alignment, and he has the most success with it. So it's best to use that play in a counter situation based off of the first running play. So that's it. That's the vid. If you guys like this style, you want to see some full gameplays from this, from the footage that I used here, because I definitely have some of these planned, do me a favor, hit the like button and let me know in the comment section. Other than that, thanks for watching. Mad Money Shot out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.